It is 7 a.m. on a Tuesday. You wake up, check your phone, and see 5 notifications. Facebook wall posts from high school acquaintances. A generic text from your aunt. An email from your dentist offering you 10% off flossing supplies. It's your birthday. And instead of excitement, you feel a low-grade, simmering irritation. You don't want to party. You don't want to wear a sash. You don't want coworkers awkwardly singing while you stare at a grocery store cake. You want to go to work, drink your coffee, come home, and pretend this is just another loop around the sun. You aren't trying to be difficult, you just don't understand why everyone needs to make such a scene. If people have called you a Scrooge, a killjoy, or asked, "Why do you hate fun?" Stop scrolling. Because your refusal to celebrate isn't about misery, it is about something much more complex. Here is the truth: you aren't dead inside, you aren't repressed, and you aren't ungrateful. You are what psychologists might call an autonomous validator. Society tells us that a birthday is the one day a year we are allowed to feel special. It trains people to starve for attention for 364 days, just to feast on it for 24 hours. But you don't operate on that starvation schedule. You don't need a calendar date to give you permission to exist. You aren't ignoring your birthday because you hate yourself. You're ignoring it because you don't need the external applause to know you have value. To understand why the happy birthday song makes your skin crawl, we need to talk about a concept called the locus of control. Most of the world operates with an external locus of control. Their self-worth is outsourced. They need likes, they need praise, and they need a specific day where the world stops and looks at them to feel validated. Their emotional battery is solar-powered. It only charges when the sun shines on them. You, however, operate with an internal locus of control. Your validation comes from the inside. You know who you are. You know what you've achieved. The idea of forced, scheduled appreciation feels artificial to you because your self-esteem isn't a performance art. When you treat your birthday like a normal day, you are engaging in authenticity filtering. Your brain detects the insincerity of mandatory celebration, the forced smiles, the obligatory gifts, and it rejects it. You crave real connection, and birthdays are often the peak of fake connection. If you are the type to hide your birth date on social media settings, you likely fall into one of these 3 distinct categories. Type 1, the expectation rebel. This is a protective mechanism. You realized a long time ago that high expectations are the architects of disappointment. The pressure to have the best day ever usually guarantees you'll have a stressful one. By treating the day as normal, you regain control. You aren't letting the calendar dictate your mood. You are opting out of the happiness Olympics. If you have a good day, great. If not, it's just Tuesday. You prefer peace over pressure. Type 2, the stoic realist. This is the philosophical type. To you, time is a continuous river, not a series of checkpoints. You find the idea of celebrating a biological default, aging, to be illogical. You prefer to celebrate achievements. Did you get a promotion? Celebrate. Did you finish a project? Celebrate. Did the Earth simply complete a rotation? That's physics, not a personal victory. You value merit over milestones. Type 3, the intimacy purist. You don't hate love, you hate the performance of love. You would trade 1,000 HBD posts from strangers for 1 hour of deep conversation with a close friend on a random Thursday. You find the mass attention of birthdays to be shallow and overwhelming. It's too much noise, not enough signal. You shrink away from the spotlight because you prefer the candlelight of genuine connection. Look at the difference between the external world and your internal world. The external world views birthdays as a transaction. I say happy birthday to you, so you must say it to me. It is a social contract of reciprocal attention. It's loud, it's chaotic, and it's often incredibly narcissistic. Your internal world is quiet. It is steady. You treat yourself with respect every day, so you don't need a specific 24-hour window to gorge on cake and compliments. While they are chasing a dopamine high that crashes the next morning, you are maintaining a baseline of contentment. You aren't waiting for permission to be happy, but we need to be honest with ourselves. There is a catch. Sometimes pretending it's just a normal day is a suit of armor. You have to ask yourself, are you genuinely indifferent, or are you preemptively rejecting the world before it can reject you? For some, Ignoring a birthday is a defense mechanism. If you don't make a big deal out of it, you can't be hurt if no one else makes a big deal out of it. It's a way to control the narrative. If you claim you don't care, you are safe from the pain of being forgotten. There is a difference between not needing a celebration and fearfully avoiding one. One is freedom, the other is a fortress. But for the vast majority of you watching this, it's not about fear, it's about maturity. You have realized that the best gift you can give yourself isn't a party. It's the freedom to do exactly what you want, even if that means doing absolutely nothing. So if today is your birthday, have a great Tuesday. Do your laundry, drink your coffee, enjoy the silence. I want to know, are you the expectation rebel, the stoic realist, or the intimacy purist? Tell me in the comments, and if you appreciate this kind of honesty, hit subscribe. We don't do fake hype here.